The Grand Canyon is one of the grandest monumental parks in the entire world, and we Arizonians are incredibly lucky to have it in our state. In my understanding, the Grand Canyon was caused by the lifting of the Colorado Plateau, which was around 70 to 30 million years ago. The uplifting of the Colorado Plateau then led to the formation of the Colorado River, which then the river ended up carving the canyon over time. You may be wondering, if the Colorado River helped create the Grand Canyon, how come there is no water going through it? Well, that is because how high the plateau is. It is incapable of flooding. Us being able to see the Grand Canyon is extremely lucky. It has been with us for 70 million years with no major changes harming it. The Grand Canyon has an incredibly rich history to it. To indigenous people, the Grand Canyon is a place of origin. There's 11 tribes associated with the Grand Canyon. Many Spanish, American, and European explorers led explorations. Many failed due to the lack of resources to survive, as well as not finding much to the point they considered it to be a wasteland. Yet many still had the courage to explore. John Wesley Powell, an explorer, was able to provide the idea that the Grand Canyon could produce a water supply that could go from Las Vegas to Denver to Tucson and to San Diego. Many people all over the world have been a part of the Grand Canyon from today to around 10,000 years ago. It is incredible to see how a location in the world can bring so much attention when it is as grand as the Grand Canyon. See what I did there? One enormous factor about the Grand Canyon is that it makes money. It brought in at least $710 million in 2021. The Grand Canyon also provides at least 358 jobs according to a statistic from 2018, which is quite a small number compared to the number of visitors each year, being close to 5 million. Growing up in Arizona, I never truly understood what was special about the Grand Canyon. Crazy, I know. Until one time, me and my family ended up at the Grand Canyon on the way back from, I believe, Colorado. And I realized how special it was by people's reactions towards the canyon. They were all taken in the moment of such a monumental location in the world. Some were noticeably excited, and some were silent, just taken in the moment. I then realized that people come here because it's one of nature's wonders. It allowed me to think about how lucky it is that this place that people travel all over the world to see is right here in my home state. The Grand Canyon is home to many, whether it's people or wildlife or even plants. I find it incredibly beautiful that the world has tried its best to preserve the land as much as possible to protect it. Teddy Roosevelt declared the Grand Canyon a national monument in 1908 in order to preserve it. The only true concern to be worried about for the Grand Canyon is that uranium mining is capable of risking contamination to water sources, which is radioactive as well as have toxic chemicals. It could affect plants and wildlife easily, sadly. The Grand Canyon will and should be always protected at all costs. It is too important to our world to ever let be diminishing. I believe that the Grand Canyon will be alright, and so with the world's climate constantly changing, who knows? I find that the Grand Canyon has been a beautiful monument for the world, because it will always stand in its exact location while the world will forever progress. The Grand Canyon is a beautiful sight to behold, and it always will be until the end of time.